Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 18 of the April Daily Draws. So, as we begin a new week, let's see what kind of message we're going to get. I'll be taking the first card from the Druidcraft Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. So, let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, so here we go. And today we will go there. And our card today is the King of Swords, another king. Isn't that? We've had a parade of kings as well as the emperor. So this kind of energy is still with us. And this is the King of Swords. This is the one. He's very much of the air element. He's up there on the rock above everything, getting a good overview. We've talked about the eagle with the in the Oracle card. It'd be interesting if that comes out today. About may or may not. About getting a higher perspective, getting the overall picture, and building our strategy from the most information that we can get. He's the master of the intellect, of the knowledge, of the ideas, strategy, of knowing how to put things together, of thought, of communication. So today we're going to have mastery over our minds, over our thoughts. We're going to be organizing our thought patterns, our ideas, and plans, and forming plans maybe, and putting them together to see how we can achieve what we want to achieve. Taking that knowledge and applying it in a way that we're experienced in. It's getting that experience of knowledge that's been gained through experience, that's been gained through many times of going through, working through ideas to the point where it's the things that we know well, because the king is established in the knowledge that he has. So the knowledge that we feel that we really have got to grips with, that the ideas that we really know, this is what we're dealing with today. So in a sense, with as far as the ideas that we have, thoughts that we have, the knowledge that we have, that we're working with, it's the knowledge that we've really experienced in and know on a good, to a deep level, that it's ingrained in us. We've got that knowledge. We know it well. So maybe today we're working with what we know well. There's a place for learning something new, and we can be doing that. But I think the focus is going to be on what we already know well, that we know how to what we've already learned, and is established in our minds, that we're experienced in working with. That's what we're working with, what we know, what we know well. So because that's where we are more confident. That's where we've got the mastery. That's where we've got the experience. That's where it comes more naturally to us. So let's apply what we have to our life, to ourselves, into building what we know. From that may spring some avenue where we can learn something new, become more like the page, or the princess in this deck, the page of swords, where they take something new. But it may lead to that as we progress, but we're beginning with what we know. Start where we know, where we are most confident, and see where that takes us. Yes, we never stop learning, and even the king still learns new things, but the knowledge that he's accumulated, he knows how to use. He has the wisdom, the knowledge that he needs to be able to direct his own life and those of those under his reign and his subjects, those in his realm, and he can organize that, strategize that, because he's got that higher perspective, that knowledge that comes from the higher perspective, that of being above and being able to see a wider picture, that gives him that wide knowledge that he needs, and he can scope the terrain, gaze upon the terrain, and work out how everything fits together. That's where his skill is. So let's be the King of Swords today in putting our strategies in place, in working through ideas, working particularly with the knowledge that we have, that we've got a good grasp with, and using what we know as a starting point. Yes, that can lead to bringing in new knowledge, but we start with what we know. We start where we are, where we're confident, and that's where we will find our the most progress to get us going through the week, I feel. Okay, so let's see what oracle card we're going to get. Here we go, and we'll go there, and our card is, it's not the eagle. I think because the higher perspective is already in the card of the King of Swords. This is the moon, which is take note of intuitive messages. Now, you would necessarily associate intuition with the King of Swords. It's more of an intellect, more of a mental thing, more of a, that kind of level. He's not easily swayed by emotion. He's not an emotion, he's not got that emotional. Of course, he'll have emotions, but they won't play an important part in his decisions and the way that he organizes things. But he has knowledge within him through experience that maybe even have gone to a subconscious level. And there'll be an element of intuition that we know. We have that intuitive feeling that's based on experience and knowledge that we've done. That it may not be purely of an intellect, but it will help inform the intellect. Well, we'll recognize with our intellect, with our minds, once we get the messages from intuitively, and with the knowledge that we have, we can look at that in our minds and recognize the message that it's bringing and how it's guiding us. So take what we know, apply it, work with it, and as a starting point, so we can be confident in how we're starting with that foundation, and let's see where it takes us. That's the message today. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow with day 19. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.